Hi, Google Admin. What happens when your CEO demands a full Google Workspace domain change for 2,000 employees in 24 hours? You can't manually reset 2,000 passwords. You need a blueprint. Today, I'm breaking down the three-phase plan that let us transition seamlessly from @abc.com to @xyz.com using automation and zero compromise. Phase 1, Data and Security. The success depends on meticulous pre-work. Data export. We use the Admin Console CSV export to get the master list, including all OUs. Security first. We generated a unique OTP for every user and, critically, enforced the change password at next login equals true flag using the Admin SDK. Secure delivery. We avoided emailing passwords. Instead, we used a custom self-destructing link sent over a secondary channel. Now we prepare Phase 2, the execution. This is where most large projects fail. The question is, how do you update 2,000 users in a single day? You have two options, and only one is professional for this scale. First, the Admin Console CSV upload. Look at the numbers. Scalability is low. For 2,000 users, this method is slow and unpredictable. Your error handling is purely reactive. If the upload fails after 6 hours, you only get a log file, and you have to start over. This approach guarantees you miss your 24-hour deadline. Second, the Admin SDK or GAM. This is our recommended solution. Scalability is high because it's designed for automation. Performance is optimal because we can control the throttling. But the most critical difference is error handling. We don't use reactive logs. We use proactive, scripted, exponential backoff. This means if Google's API pushes back and says, "You're sending too fast," the script automatically pauses, waits a controlled period, and then retries. This ensures every single one of your 2,000 users is processed successfully, guaranteeing the mission is complete. Welcome to the technical heart of the migration, Phase 2, the core transformation. This flowchart shows the automated process that allows us to update 2,000 users in a single sitting. Our journey starts with the input, a simple CSV file containing the old email, the new email, and the password we generated. This feeds directly into our GAM or API script. The script executes two critical administrative actions for every user. It runs a patch request to update the primary email, and it sets the essential security flag. Change password at next login equals true. If all goes well, the script proceeds, and the output is 2,000 updated secured accounts. However, when you deal with Google's directory API at this scale, there is a certainty you will hit a quota error. The API has strict limits, typically around 20 requests per second. If our script runs too fast, Google sends a user rate limit exceeded alert, shutting us down. This is the moment where an amateur script fails and the project timeline dies. A professional script avoids this failure with one mechanism, the solution block, Exponential Backoff. This is an automated mechanism integrated into the script's error handling. When the script fails, it doesn't just stop. It automatically retries the failed request with an increasing delay, starting at, say, 1 second, then 2, then 4, and so on. This prevents us from hammering the API, keeps us compliant with Google's rules, and most importantly, ensures that all 2,000 users are processed eventually, meeting our aggressive 24-hour deadline. We enter Phase 3, Verification and User Assurance. The first question every single user asks is, "Did I lose my data?" Our core principle here is immutability. We explained to users that their data is tied to an internal user ID, not the email address. This means that when we change the email from A to B, all their existing data and permissions follow automatically. Because of this immutable ID, key services are automatically maintained: Google Drive ownership and permissions, Google Groups membership, and all existing calendar events and invites transition seamlessly. No need for manual intervention here. However, the project isn't over until we address the critical risks, the things Google cannot fix for us. First, third-party apps. Any application, like your CRM, your project management tool, or your ERP system, that relies on the old @abc.com address for licensing or user ID will break. Users must manually re-authenticate or relink their accounts with the new @xyz.com address. This is the biggest support risk. Second, user profiles. While the back end works, the front end needs cleanup. Users must update their email signatures, filters, and any custom aliases they created. By communicating this split clearly, what IT fixed automatically versus what the user must check manually, you manage expectations and ensure a truly successful transition. We finish where we started, the 24-hour countdown. This table summarizes how we contained a project that could have easily taken weeks into a single, seamless day. Notice how the phases are tightly grouped. Our preparation phase took just 1 to 3 hours. That was the meticulous data export, secure password generation, and final communication push. This front-end loading is the only way to succeed. The execution phase, where the bulk of the technical work happens, was limited to 6 to 12 hours. That included running the script, monitoring the API for throttling, and letting the Exponential Backoff mechanism do its job without human intervention. The key goal was pure automated processing. Finally, the verification and support phase required 8 to 15 hours. This was dedicated entirely to post-update audits, troubleshooting edge cases, and ensuring every user successfully completed their re-authentication with the new domain. The result? Status: mission complete. A seamless transition for over 2,000 users with zero data loss. We proved that a large-scale domain change isn't a chaotic nightmare. It's a predictable, executable plan when you lead with automation and treat security as the foundation. This framework is now ready for your next major project. And that completes the deep dive into our 24-hour enterprise domain transition blueprint. We successfully migrated over 2,000 users seamlessly, proving that large-scale changes are manageable when you lead with automation and robust security planning. I hope you gained valuable real-life experience knowledge that you can immediately apply to your own environment. If this analysis saved you a week of manual labor or just confirmed your own IT strategy, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this video with another admin who needs it, and subscribe to the channel. We are constantly bringing you more such real-time Google Workspace issues and advanced solutions. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'll be back very soon with another Google Workspace gem for you. Until then, stay secure and keep automating. Cheers!